couple years ago, a friend loaned me a book called The Same Kind of Different as Me by Ron Hall and Denver Moore. I was so moved by the book that I wanted to share it with everyone that I knew. The following Sunday after I'd finished the book, I was walking into church and I said hello to Steve and was walking away and decided I'm going to recommend this book to him. I had no idea if he enjoyed reading leisurely, but I just wanted to share it with everybody I knew. So I turned around and I said, "Do you enjoy reading?" And he was like, "Well, yeah." So I recommended the book to him, and I felt a little silly after I'd done it, but a couple weeks later, I get an email from Steve thanking me for recommending the book and how much it had moved him too.
Steve gave me the book, Same Kind of Different as Me, to read. So I took it on vacation with me, which is a perfect place to take a book. Gives you time to read. Well, I read the book compellingly so. I could not put it down. I was really quite rude to everybody else who was on the trip with us because I couldn't pull myself away from it. It was really a book that inspired me. It brought me to tears, but it was a story about an unconditional love. The unconditional love of a woman who brought two men together, but more importantly, the unconditional love of our Lord. After that, I gave the book to every member of my family. I sent it to people. I let them read it. And I've encouraged every member of my family to attend the Leadership Breakfast this coming October 16th because I want them to hear the story in person.
I'd like to encourage each of you and invite each of you to consider attending the Leadership Prayer Breakfast this coming October 16th. The prayer breakfasts are very inspiring, not only from those who have written the books and who speak to us, but also because of who attends the breakfast. I have always found it very encouraging to see the leadership of our cities there in attendance, and particularly now I'm encouraged by our young professionals who are taking a step, sometimes boldly, to engage in the Christian community in our city. The messages are always very inspiring, and this month's speaker, Ron Hall, has a very inspiring story on how he was called, not only through the loving actions of his wife, but through the Lord, to get outside of his normal comfort zone and reach out in a way that he never expected. And it's a lesson to all of us on how God can use us and how God calls us to bring his love to those around us. Will you consider joining us on October 16th?